Hello class, today we are going to look at how to navigate the interface of Microsoft Word. Normally, if you want to start that application, if it is not pinned on the taskbar, this is the taskbar here. What we do, you normally go to the Windows button, sometimes called the Start button, depending on the PC you are using. So, we are going to be using this one that is on the taskbar. You click on it, you open. As it is opening, as we all know that Microsoft Word is used for development of documents like circulars for our case in school, examination papers, letters, application letters, and so many other things. So when you look at this first interface, when you open Microsoft Word, it has what we call templates. We have a blank document and then templates. A template is something you can use to edit and put what you want. So for our case, we are going to start with a fresh blank document. Under this blank document, we are going to navigate the interface. We are going to understand some of the functions we use as we are coming up with a document. Here, as you see, this one is called, these ones you see, we have what we call the home tab, the insert tab, design tab, depending on what you want to do to the document you are going to look at. Here under the home tab, we find what we call a ribbon containing different types or different groups. The groups I'm talking over, we have under home, we have the font group, paragraph group, styles, editing, and so on. Then you will find out that on some of these tabs, there are those where we do not have groups. Yes, for example, when you look at this, we only have one group, comments group, tracking, then these ones, it's just comparisons and so on. So, the first thing, let us talk about just a brief introduction of this interface. Here we have what we call the quick access tools. These ones here where we have, when you click on it, it is shown as customize quick access toolbar, where you can add different commands that you can easily reach. For example, for this case, we have the save command, undo command, redo command. If you want to maybe open, you can click on this. So when you look at that, you see that we've added the open command. Then this one is called a title bar, where you see document 1-word. Yes. Then these ones, the three, you can sign in if you have an account with Microsoft. Then these ones you see here, they are called the Windows control keys, where we have the minimize, maximize, and restore, and then the close button. These ones I've already said that they are tabs, the different tabs we have. When we go to the file, sometimes some PCs you find out that it is called the Office button. Yes, depending. Now for me right now I'm using Microsoft Office 2019, but on the other versions you find out that where you see file, it is going to be showing as Office button. So when you click on it, you find out that you have different what? You have different commands you look at, where you have information is concerning the document, that is to say new, under new, that is if you want to start a new document, either using a template or a blank one. Even when you look at the templates, you can identify, maybe if you are looking for letters, talk about letters, you click on letters. So if you are online and maybe you are connected to internet, it will search for those different templates in the letter forms. So it is you to choose which kind of letter you would want to edit. Then when you come to the open command, this open command, what it does, it helps you to open either the recently visited documents or any document that you ever worked with in Microsoft Word. For instance, when you look at all these are the different files I've been visiting. Opening, it can help you open a different location. For example, when you click browse, browsing will take you to a local machine directory where you have installed, maybe created a folder, then you look for where the document you want to work on is. Then when you look at the save command is normally used if you click save for the very first time and you are in a new document, it will work in the same way as the save as command. But if you've been doing maybe typing and you want to save the different changes in already saved document, you click on the save command. Then the save as command, that is when for example, when you look at our title but is document 1. When I click save as, I'm going to rename that document. So that is one function of the save as command. Then the other function would be if you want, instead of a Word document, maybe you want to save the document in a different file format. That is to say, maybe to a PDF, a portable document file, maybe to any other format, maybe a template. You click on save as. Then I'm going to jump to this. This is another application, create WPS. This is an application, as you see here on the taskbar. It is also used for documenting, coming up with documents. Then the print command, what the print command does, it helps you to print. It helps you to get a hard copy. If not, also when you use the default settings of that print command, it will change the document, the Word document, to a PDF. Then share of course, if you want to maybe share with your friends, give a copy to your friends, you can click on the share command and you see that you can share with a number of people. You can save it to the cloud, that is to say anywhere in space. You can share using your email. You can also present online or even post to a blog. Reporting, that is to when you want to talk about maybe reporting what is within your document. The close command, of course, if I close the close command, it will just close this very document I'm working with, but it will not close the other documents. For instance, let me go back to the open command. Open command, I want to open this report on the senior 5 syllabus. Yes. So you see, remember we had talked about the title bar. Title bar is where we have our title, and I had named this as a report of the senior 5. But when I minimize this and come back to the taskbar and look for where is the other document. Okay, let me click new, such that Newton. So here on the taskbar, you see that we have two Word documents. There is one that is a report on the senior 5 and then document 2. So when I go back and click on senior 5 report and then use the close command, what happens? You end up ending with only one word, file. So under this, you may see that now let us talk about some of these few tabs we have here. So as we look at the home tab, we are going to navigate and look at a few of these tabs and what they normally do. So under the Insert tab, that's where we find the font group, paragraph group, styles, and also editing. Then pasting, format painter, I'm going to be telling you what this exactly do. So that let us try to type a few things here. That is maybe this is a simple Microsoft document created by Andrew Chizito. Let me type this also in small letters such that we use some of the functions in Word to change them to upper letters. Then on top of that we can say this is, sorry, when I go back and press the enter key, it takes me to the next line or a new paragraph, and let me say that this is a list of the different Christian names. Now enter and start typing the different Christian names. We have Andrew, we have Gift, we have Malcolm, we have Annette, we have Claire, we have Martin. Those are enough. These ones can do us something. So you see this, we can edit this, right click on that and use the right spacing. Same applies to this. Now when you look at this, we have Andrew Chizito. We want to capitalize this A and then the K. To do that, one, you highlight the name, for instance, then you go to the Home tab, and under the font group, there is what we call change case. This icon here, you see, change case. That is to say, sentence case, lowercase, uppercase, capitalize each word. For instance, we want to capitalize the first letter of the name and the first letter of the name Kizito. So for that to do that, we shall use this option of capitalize each word, something like that. So you see, we are now trying to format and edit using that tab. Then the other thing, for example, if you want to, under the Home tab still, if I select or highlight everything and use, let us use this option tab. So here, if you want to change the font style, let me say you want to bold and italicize at the same time, you click that. Here they give you a preview of how your work is going to be looking like. You can change the size, let me say to 14. You see that. You can change the font maybe to Times New Roman, for instance. You can even type here, I think, Times New Roman, yes. Click on that. You see what happens to the document. You can as well change the color of the of the document. Let me say we want the document to be in green. You see, this is how it is going to be looking like. So having done all that, maybe you want everything to be in capital letters. You see, that is what will happen. Then if you do not want, just click on that icon again, and then after that click OK, and you see the changes have been made in our document. You can do all that under the font group. So let me say, for instance, we have a date. Today is, I think, 4th, 4th slash, this is, I think, the 8th month of the year, and then this is 2022. Yes, this is our date. But then we want to put, instead of 04, we want to put 4th, 4th with th. So what we do, we add what we call a superscript. Yes, a superscript. Add that th, you see, that is good. Then after that, let me say we want to, at least this, they've said this is a list of the different Christian names. So the different Christian names, you can give them, you can bullet them. Actually, let me highlight a few, 3 of them. Then under the paragraph group, I want to bullet. You see, whatever I do here shows me what is happening. So let me say we are going to use this format. See that we've now bulleted our what? Our work. So under the paragraph group, we have bulleting, we have numbering, we have indenting. Indenting, that is if, for example, look at this selected document, this selected text. You want to decrease the indent, you see what will happen. Increase the indent, it moves the text, selected text to the right, Yes, this to the left, Then this is sorting. If you want to set maybe from alphabetical order, that is from, let me say, from smallest to biggest. Let me say from the first letter to the last letter. For instance, when you see, I think this one is already, so we shall test that when we add these other groups, these other names. Still under the paragraph group, we have what we call the alignments. We have the left alignment, center alignment, right alignment, and then justify. So let me say, now right now our document or the selected text is on under the the left alignment. So let us change that to center alignment, just showing you what exactly it does. Justified. See, this is the justification. Then we talk about the line spacing. Let me say you want the space between the words to be a 3, to be a 2.5. Normally, when we are writing documents, we use 1.5. Now, look at these remaining 3 names, that is Annette, Claire, and Martin. We want them to have the same font, the same paragraphing. What we do is we select that, use the format painter now. Format painter takes on the format of whatever you have selected. See, all these I've selected. I didn't want to select the first 2 things. So all I do, I need to go back, rechange. By the way, I used the undo and then redo. When you click the undo, see what happens. All the changes that you had made previously. Then the redo button, see that? There we are. So let us first go back a bit. Remember we have selected this, use the format painter, then select these 3 names. You see, you have now the same format. So under the home tab, you have to at least try to use each and every icon you see here. Yes, all these, visit them slowly and you'll see how you can understand these things. So I think this is it for today. Please endeavor to always hit the subscription button on my YouTube channel. Yes, you find this link on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is KAKN below. Thank you and have